Now, speaking of rich people, I have a question based on a funny clip I saw between Gronk and Edelman. They were talking about their good bud Brady, who also made lots of money.
Of course he did.
In the past year, and he's investing his money. Take a listen to what Gronk and Edelman had to say about their boy.
He should be the Raiders owner, not Tom. Just kidding, Tom.
Yeah.
We need you as the Raiders owner because then you'll be like really rich and then you can get a yacht and Julian and I can come on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can give us like cushy like scouting jobs for like $1 million a year.
Yeah. We love you, Tom.
Yeah, we love you.
Howie's not the owner. You're the owner, Tom. We need you, buddy. We hang out with you more. And maybe if we need a job in the future. That's what dudes and dudes do. If you're a bro, one dude always gives a job to their like bro. Like
That's called daydreaming duding.
So they were
Daydreaming
debating.
duding.
Daydreaming duding. Yeah, that's what some people do, I guess.
Say what?
Yeah. Well, they were talking about Howie Long, and Gronk playfully said, Howie Long should be the owner of the Raiders.
Not
He goes,
Tom.
Not Tom. Just kidding, Tom, because we want our bud to make lots of money, and it's easy for them to say because they're all well off, okay? Gronk's doing pretty good, last I checked. Edelman doing pretty good.
You always see that rumor that Gronk never spent $1 of his NFL money, that he just
he used all his endorsement money.
invested it and just only lived on endorsement money.
Yeah.
If that's true, then he's rolling.
He's
too.
lived on Tide Pod money, right? So based on that clip, and you just mentioned all the comedians that are slaying it, is it annoying or awesome to have a rich friend? Can you really roll with a guy that's living a completely different lifestyle than you? Like, is that really your boy? Can he really relate to you in any way? Right? If you have real life things going on and you're struggling just to get food on the table, and this dude's talking about buying yachts, are you really on the same page? Doesn't make him a bad guy. I'm not saying that he's a bad guy, but is it annoying to you or awesome if you have a friend who's significantly wealthier than you?
Struggling.
This was the premise of Entourage.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's.
I've never been in that situation before.
I'll tell you why you're not.
I don't think I want to put myself in. I don't like hanging out with big dudes because I feel like they're little buddies.
It's. I'm
let alone guys with big pockets.
I don't want to get in our first fight of 2025, but it might happen.
It's not. I'm just a chill guy.
Oh, is it new Covino
It's a
New Year?
Covino, yeah. I'm like that
you like the
meme
meme?
with the dog. Yeah.
Isn't that like an aardvark or something?
Yeah, I'm like that aardvark.
Yeah,
whatever.
aardvark. Is that Arthur or something?
Just a chill guy.
I already
okay.
tweeted out
Aardvark.
first fight for CNR of 2025. So
You know what it is?
guys got to follow through.
Covino, and I don't blame him because I'm not saying I love hanging out with awesome dudes that are way cooler than me, but Covino only wants to hang with people that are his level or not doing as well financially, looks, or anything. Covino doesn't want to
That's
hang out
not
with...
like a conscious decision.
That's why me
You
and
act like
Covino
you
are best
have a-
buddies.
Yeah, but he actually have a criteria and checklist.
no,
Like, that's not how it works.
Uglier
No,
than me.
No,
less
no.
money than me.
Yeah, that's why I
Best
love
buddy.
you, Iowa Sam.
Yeah, you think I want to hang with like super handsome guys? Get out of here.
Yeah,
You avoid them.
that's my point. My
I don't
point is...
avoid
My
them,
point
dude.
is...
Not consciously, anyway.
If Covino bumped into... I don't know, give me like a handsome rich guy.
Jason Momoa.
All right, Jason Momoa, Ryan Reynolds, Isaac Lowenkron.
Cavill or, you know.
Oh, Henry Cavill.
Cavill,
I'm dying to be
David
best friends with that guy.
Cornsweat.
Yeah, I'm dying to be his. You're essentially his chubby best friend.
David
You know how
Beckham.
every
I
hot
don't know.
chick has like a chubby best friend.
And
I'm not. Who wants to
reaping
sign
all
up
the
to be
benefits.
that?
And I'll
So-
be reaping all the benefits.
So you're saying that you will never want to be the equivalent of like the hot girl's chubby friend?
No. I mean, I'm not saying I won't be, but who the hell strives for that? Who wants to be? Nobody. So that's where the question comes from.
I think birds of
Like-
a feather, right? Like, listen, if you are doing well in life, it is a little tricky to hang out with people in a
that's
different...
why Gronk and
you know?
Edelman could say these things about Tommy. You know, hey man, because they're rich,
Tommy.
but Tom may have wealth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? So it's okay. If you're a regular guy, can you really be friends, or is there always a subconscious envy? I don't want to say jealous, but like an envy, right?
A dynamic for sure.
Right.
There's definitely a dynamic. Like, if you go out to dinner, let's say you're a modest guy making, regular guy money, and your friend's making millions. is there a weird feeling every time you hang out with that guy? Like, is he paying? I mean, he's got the money. Like, there's layers. Like, that's why you notice a lot of people end up hanging with people in their same situation.
Yeah, because it's they have more in common. There's just an understanding.
Like, even something like going to a game, and I'm not forcibly trying to bring this back into sports, but if you're going to a ball game with a friend, if you have money and you're saying, like, all right, we're going to the bowl game and we're going to NFL playoffs, what are we going to get? Sweet tickets, field level, 50-yard line? And then your other buddy might be like, yo, dude, I can't afford that. I'm going upper deck, corner of the end zone.
That starts driving a wedge.
Then there's a wedge, and it's like,
relationship.
oh, then the one guy's like, don't worry, bro, I'll cover you. Then it's like, I don't need your money. Like,
Then it becomes awkward a little bit. Yeah. You could see that, right? You could see how those things start to be an issue. And as we all grow in life and professionally, you might be that guy that's doing well and good for you. And maybe that's why your buddy doesn't want to hang with you, right? Think about it. This is maybe the subconscious or reason that people don't necessarily want to bring up that drove those relationships apart. But it is nice to hear how Gronk and Edelman are rooting for Tommy. But again, they're all rich.
You know where this happens a lot with women? Because I'm sure we've all heard our wives or girlfriends talk about this. Someone gets married. There's a bachelorette party.
Oh.
There are times where if the girl get married, she's got a little flow, comes from money, she makes money, her future husband makes money. That bachelorette party, between that, the dress, everything that goes with it, could be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and her friend might be like, yo, I don't have that type of money.
It's like the movie Bridesmaids.
It's almost like they made a movie about it, Spot.
I could see how that's annoying. Now, I have big goals, right? So I don't really feel the way Rich has described it, because I'm like, well, my goals are big, so I'm going to sell you on my goals and dreams. I might not be where I want to be right now, but I'll be there. That's my confidence talking, right? But
goals don't sign the check.
It would be kind of annoying if, like, your buddy has all the things that you're striving for.
I promise
you. And I
you.
know that sounds superficial, but and it shouldn't, because you could reap the benefits. Like, there in the same breath, Rich, we could say, hey, man, it's got to be fun to have a friend with a boat, because you could always go on that boat. But guess what? It's not your boat.
But is that your ego, though?
No, and here's why. Can I please say one more thing?
Please do.
I'm starting to see that with my nephew, right? Look, we live here in California, and my nephew has two hardworking parents, and, you know, they're check to check, but they have love, and they have all these other great things.
And Uncle Steve, too.
And they have Uncle Steve to buy him Jordans and everything, right? But his friends here in L.A., some of them got cash, and they're having these crazy kid birthday parties where they're renting out crazy things and boats and arcades.
And your sister's buying a sheet cake from Ralph's.
Yeah. So, and that now I'm seeing my little kid, my little nephew, starting to realize, well, wow, we're not doing as well as these other kids I'm friends with. That's got to be tough in a lot of ways. So, again, I can't necessarily relate, Rich, because I've never been put in that situation where I don't want to be, this guy's annoying because he's got too much money for me. But then again, I'm not friends with anybody rich. You know why? Maybe they don't want to be friends with me. I'm not on their team.
You're friends with a guy named Rich, though.
I think a lot of times as we get older, you got your high school bros, your college buddies, guys you may have played sports with or went to school with. You grow up, but sometimes you do grow apart because of financial reasons. I know that sounds terrible, but it really is true. If one guy is vacationing in the Maldives and he's he has different residencies, and the other buddy's like, yo, dude, like, I have cardboard furniture. You know, like there's a big difference. All right, I'll give you an example here on the network. If our pal Colin Cowherd, Stars.
He's rolling deep.
Stars.
So if Colin Cowherd's like, Covino, Rich, Stars, you're filling in for me on the herd on Friday?
Oh.
Why don't we come over to my place for a little barbecue?
Oh.
Yeah, but they don't put us on TV, man. It's messed up.
You know why? Intimidated by your great hair.
That's probably it.
He's got a wine cellar, too.
Hey, put some doofus on the TV side of it. You know why? Intimidated by Covino Rich's hair. We'll do the radio side.
Colin's got a wine cellar? I hate him.
So, no, I'm saying if we were at Colin's house or went to Dan Patrick's house, we would be like, wow. But deep down inside, Covino would be like mopey. Like, he really would.
Well,
He's got a statue of himself in his hallway. Come on.
look,
It's a form of hunger.
yeah, that stuff motivates me, Rich. It really does. It does in a
I need
good
a gold
way.
toilet seat.
See, like, I look at it this way. If it was a family member, I'm happy for their success, right? That's the healthy way to be, right? You're not rooting against your family in any weird way.
They'll leave you in their will.
But, yeah, because you really care for that person. You want them to succeed. But we're talking just a friend. Or maybe it was a close friend. And that dude, it's got to be tough when you guys are coming together, right? Say two dudes are coming up together. You're the best buds. One dude starts blowing up. The other dude is living a regular life. It's got to be tough for that regular guy.
You know where you see this outside of sports? To tie back to the conversation we just had, comedy. A lot of times a comedian will go from making peanuts, sleeping on couches, like playing little chuckles comedy clubs, and then within a couple of years, something happens, and you're a guy like Matt Rife, who all of a sudden went from handsome young kid to he was one of those guys on the list of who made the most money in 2025, 24 in the comedy world. And your other buddy's still doing comedy at small clubs. It's got to create a weird feeling, dude.